Sometimes your greatest triumphs are preceded by your biggest challenges. And if you can just put one foot in front of the other and just keep going and just keep persevering, you'll actually get to the top and you'll be rewarded with the triumph.
This episode is brought to you by my goal setting guide. It's a free guide that you can download. The link is in the description, where it's going to help you refine your goal and set them in such a way that they will be achievable and you will actually see success.
Hey, Tarun here for Lead Communicate Grow. I just finished hiking Diamond Head crater with my family, and it's fascinating. Right, it doesn't look like much here, but it takes about an hour, and it's a winding trail up, and as you get started, it starts to get a little bit heavy on the legs, and you start to lose breath, and then you hit this staircase, and there's about 67 stairs, and they're about like this, and you start to feel the legs burn, and you start to hear the groans from people around you who are hiking, and then you get to the top of the stairs, and then there's a tunnel, and the tunnel's an incline as well, and so you walk for a couple of minutes through this dark tunnel that's on an incline, and your legs are starting to burn a little bit more, and you're starting to feel a little bit more short of breath, and as you emerge from the tunnel, you find yourself almost breathing a sigh of relief, because it feels like you've come to the end of your trip. But then you hear this collective groan from everybody that turns the corner. You see, what's around the corner is there's a staircase, there's another staircase, there's 100 stairs, and it's almost vertical. And you've got a choice. You either go up the vertical stairs, and that takes you to the summit, or you take a left turn for an easier path, and that takes you to a lookout that's a little bit lower than the summit. Anyway, we took the staircase up, and as I was walking up these stairs and my legs were screaming out for a break, I was reminded of this article I read about marathon runners, and how to get through their 42 kilometers that they have to run, they just take one step at a time and just put one foot in front of the other. So that's all you have to do, when it gets painful. And so it's just putting one foot in front of the other. It's a mind game. And as we got to the top, you're met with this panoramic view of Oahu Island, and all the coastline and the surf and the buildings, and it's just spectacular. And it struck me that life's a little bit like that. Sometimes your greatest triumphs are preceded by your biggest challenges. And if you can just put one foot in front of the other and just keep going and just keep persevering, you'll actually get to the top and you'll be rewarded with the triumph. The interesting thing about this hike today is, when we started out, there were people from all walks of life. There were really fit people and there were really unfit people. There were old people, there were young people. And it didn't really matter how you started the journey. What mattered was whether you went up that staircase, of whether you were rewarded with the view. And life's like that. It doesn't matter where you're starting in your life, whether you think you're really successful or whether you think that you're struggling just to get ahead. It doesn't matter how you start your journey. It only matters if you keep pushing through when there's hardships, because when there's hardships and when there's struggle, that's when you grow stronger, and you actually get to your greatest triumphs. I'm Tarun Stevenson, reminding you that you can lead no matter where you are at in your life.
If you'd like to dig deeper on this and other topics on leadership, why don't you check out my course, Leading for Success, where I take a deep dive into the 7 essential keys on leading well. And you can get the link in the description below. And that's going to be really helpful to any leaders who are looking to level up and learn the fundamentals of their leadership. Don't forget, my goal setting guide for success is also available, my free guide to help you set goals that work and that you can achieve. If you've enjoyed this, please consider subscribing to this channel. That helps us to get the message out, and give us a comment or a share with somebody that you think would benefit. We love hearing from you, so please tell us what you think. And until next time, I'm Tarun Stevenson for the Tarun Stevenson Leadership Channel.